Executives, the ceiling on solo leadership is ironclad. Individual intellect caps revenue at 7 figures, while brain trusts propel empires into billions. Napoleon Hill explained in Think and Grow Rich that no mind achieves true greatness in isolation. He defined the mastermind as coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between 2 or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose, emphasizing that organized effort alone transmutes desire into monetary power. Hill revealed the psychic alchemy. No 2 minds ever come together without thereby creating a third, invisible, intangible force which may be likened to a third mind. This invisible third mind emerges from harmonious alliance, amplifying energy beyond any single brain's capacity, like batteries compounding voltage. Solo operators lack this multiplier. Their plans remain inert without collective power to drive action. Hill demonstrated through Andrew Carnegie, whose mastermind of 50 specialists built U.S. Steel into a billion-dollar juggernaut, attributing his fortune entirely to this coordinated brain trust. Consider John D. Rockefeller's Standard Oil empire. Hill analyzed how Rockefeller leveraged advisory alliances of chemists, lawyers, and financiers, scaling from millions to monopoly billions by harnessing collective intelligence. Carnegie's own revelation to Hill sparked the 20-year study of 500 millionaires, uncovering that every fortune over $100 million stemmed from such groups. Solo genius plateaus because one mind accesses only accumulated experience and personal research. Brain trusts tap infinite intelligence directly through harmony. Individual intelligence limits scale at millions because knowledge gaps persist, marketing blind spots, regulatory oversights, supply chain frailties. Hill warned, power may be defined as organized and intelligently directed knowledge, requiring alliance to organize vast data into executable plans. Rockefeller's solo phase yielded regional refineries. His brain trust engineered global dominance. Carnegie's partnerships with engineers and bankers turned steel mills into dynasties, proving alliances convert capped IQ into exponential leverage. High achievers, audit your trajectory. If revenue stalls below $10 million, solo decision-making is the choke point. Hill's principle asserts, no individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. Carnegie delegated operations to trusted minds, freeing his vision for billion-dollar pivots. Rockefeller's advisors foresaw antitrust maneuvers, preserving wealth across generations. The math is merciless. One brain processes 10 to 20 ideas per session. A 5-member trust generates 50+, refined through debate into unbreakable strategies. Hill illustrated with Henry Ford, who overcame illiteracy via alliances with Edison, Firestone, Burbank, and Burroughs, absorbing their vibrations of thought to build Ford Motor into a billion-dollar force. Solo Ford tinkered, allied Ford revolutionized industry. Brain trusts dissolve blind spots. A CEO's overconfidence in product ignores distribution pitfalls. Advisors provide the counterforce. Hill noted Gandhi's miracle of coordinating 200 million in harmony for India's independence, mirroring corporate power. Collective will overrides individual limits. Empires demand this. Solo ventures fragment under scale. Quantify the gap. Solo caps at $5 to $10 million revenue as cognitive load overwhelms. Alliances unlock billions by distributing workload. Carnegie focused on vision while specialists executed. Hill's research, 98% of fortunes over $50 million trace to masterminds. Your enterprise demands this upgrade now. Transition to execution. Without a brain trust, you're engineering alone against teams. Rockefeller's advisors modeled scenarios yielding 90% margins. Carnegie's optimized Bessemer processes for cost leadership. Individual caps stem from finite hours, 48 per week max. Trusts multiply to 240 effective hours. Hill urged, when a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group. This psychic synergy propelled Ford from poverty to riches. Empires aren't built by lone wolves, they're forged in packs of elite minds. Board-level imperative, benchmark against titans. If Carnegie's trust created steel billions, your advisory void caps at steel mill scale millions. Deploy now, the third mind awaits activation. Solo genius is a myth. Brain trusts are the empire multiplier. Strategic leaders assemble your brain trust with surgical precision. Select for specialized knowledge, unyielding harmony, and ironclad loyalty to shatter scale barriers. In Think and Grow Rich, Hill revealed criteria. Ally yourself with a group of as many people as you may need for the creation and carrying out of your plan, making use of the mastermind principle. Members must bring domain mastery, finance, ops, legal, while pledging mutual benefit. Hill demonstrated through Carnegie, who chose 50 specialists in steel production, logistics, and sales, ensuring perfect harmony as the nucleus of power. Compensation binds loyalty. No one will work indefinitely without some form of compensation. No intelligent person will either request or expect another to work without adequate compensation, although this may not always be in the form of money. Equity shares, profit percentages, or reciprocal access to your network's secure commitment. Step 1. Identify targets. Map gaps in your enterprise. Supply chain expert for logistics scaling. C-suite veteran for governance. Hill advised in the law of success. A mastermind, meaning a mind that is developed through the harmonious cooperation of two or more people who ally themselves for the purpose of accomplishing any given task. Scout via industry conferences, LinkedIn, or alumni networks. Prioritize proven scalers who've built $100 million plus exits. Step 2. Approach with value proposition. Pitch mutual gain. Join my brain trust. Gain equity in a $500 million trajectory plus intros to my Fortune 500 Rolodex. Hill stressed, before forming your mastermind alliance, decide what advantages and benefits you may offer the individual members of your group. Reference shared purpose, e.g., disrupt energy like Rockefeller to ignite harmony. Step 3. On board with alignment protocols. Convene kickoff. Define charter roles confidentiality. Hill warned in Think and Grow Rich. D. Maintain perfect harmony between yourself and every member of your mastermind group. If you fail, you may expect to meet with failure. Execute NDAs, formalize via operating agreements specifying veto rights, exit clauses. Legal structures, informal for speed, verbal pact suffices for 3 to 5 trusted peers, minimizing overhead. Formal advisory board for enterprises over $50 million. LLC with bylaws, equity grants, 0.5 to 2% per advisor. Tax-deductible fees, $5K, $20K quarterly. Hill's Carnegie model was informal, yet binding through shared fortune stakes. Hybrid, master agreement outlining compensation tiers, base retainer, performance bonuses, success fees on milestones. Harmony is non-negotiable. Hill explained, this same harmony is the nucleus around which the principle of mind chemistry known as a mastermind develops power. Destroy this harmony, and you destroy the power. Vet for ego clashes via trial sessions. Rotate if dissonance emerges. Loyalty via skinning game. Advisors with 1% equity fight like owners. Recruitment playbook. 5 to 7 members max for agility. Specialties, CEO peer, strategy, CFO capital, CMO growth, legal, risk, industry oracle, trends. Approach script, your expertise scaled X to $200 million, ally to 10X my venture, compensation, 1% plus board seats. On board in 30 days, week 1 ID, week 2 pitch, week 3 charter. Compensation models from Hill, non-monetary first, prestige, networks, then cash/equity. I will succeed by attracting to me the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. 4 high-caliber blend, $10,000 annual retainer plus 0.25% equity, vesting over 3 years plus milestone bonuses, e.g. $50,000 at $100 million revenue. Pitfalls, avoid generalists, demand specialization. Rockefeller's trust-featured oil chemists, antitrust lawyers, niche dominance. Formal versus informal, under $20 million revenue, informal accelerates, scale demands bylaws for investor due diligence. In the Master Key to Riches, Hill reinforced, every mind needs friendly contact with other minds for food of expansion and growth. Your group evolves enterprise IQ exponentially. Deploy this blueprint. Empire-level advisory awaits activation. C-suite operators, operationalize your brain trust like a war room. Protocols ensure collective genius exceeds individual sums. Hill demonstrated through Ford's alliances, where regular counsel with Edison et al. Generated assembly line breakthroughs. In Think and Grow Rich, he prescribed, arrange to meet with the members of your mastermind group at least twice a week until you have jointly perfected the necessary plan. Quotes underscore supremacy. When a group of individual brains are coordinated, the increased energy created becomes available to every individual brain. Frequency: bi-weekly for startups, monthly for scaled ops, 90-minute virtual/in-person. Hill's harmony mandate: the mastermind principle cannot obtain where perfect harmony does not prevail. Agenda template 1, strategic planning. 1 CEO update 10 minutes, KPIs, wins/losses. 2. Horizon scan 20 minutes, 3 to 5 year threats/opportunities. 3. Priority ranking 30 minutes, vote on initiatives. 4. Action assignments 20 minutes, owners, deadlines. Output: ratified roadmap. Template 2, problem solving. 1. Hot seat 15 minutes, present crisis. 2. Brainstorm 30 minutes, no judgment ideas. 3. Pros/cons matrix 20 minutes. 4. Decision framework 15 minutes, Hill's definite purpose filter. Resolve with contingency plans. Template 3, opportunity analysis. 1. Pipeline review 20 minutes, deal/M&A. 2. Risk audit 20 minutes, SWOT. 3. Resource allocation 20 minutes. 4. Go/no-go vote 10 minutes. Hill's collective exceeds solo. A group of brains will provide more thought energy than a single brain. Compensation models, tiered for leverage. 1. Retainer, $2.5K, 15K/QTR. 2. Equity, 0.1 to 1% cliff vesting. 3. Success fees, 5% of unlocked value, e.g. funding round. Hill noted, no one will work indefinitely without compensation. Bill quarterly, tied to attendance. Conflict resolution, predefined system. 1. Private caucus, facilitate intermediates. 2. Data-driven vote, majority rules. 3. 48-hour cool-off. 4. Ejection clause for repeat disruptors. Hill warned, some minds simply will not blend. Do not force. Rotate leadership quarterly for buy-in. Meeting protocols, chair rotates, no side talk, time-boxed. Pre-read packet 48 hours prior. Post-meeting, minutes, actions tracked in shared dashboard, Notion/Airtable. Hill's Carnegie held daily huddles evolving to strategic, mimic for your phase. Decision frameworks: 1. Rapid, recommend, agree, perform, input, decide. 2. Eisenhower matrix for priorities. 3. Hill's infinite intelligence tap, 10 minutes, silent ideation. Ensures output, 3 to 5 executable decisions per session. Scale ops, for $100 million plus enterprises, add subcommittees, finance talent. Frequency adapts, weekly crises, quarterly deep dives. Compensation escalates with impact. Advisors who source $10 million deals earn overrides. Audit efficacy quarterly. NPS for members, milestone hits. Hill's genius, meetings forge the third mind, turning debates into billion-dollar vectors. Deploy this manual. Your trust becomes precision engine. Power brokers layer brain trusts for dynastic dominance. 1 for industry, 1 for development, 1 for capital. Rotating by phase maximizes velocity. Hill taught in the law of success. No two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, intangible force which may be likened to a third mind. Permanent alliances birth enduring wealth. Advanced architecture, core industry trust, ops/scaling, personal development council, leadership/mindset, investment syndicate, deals/M&A. Hill's rotating councils, startup phase leans ops heavy, growth pivots to capital. Quotes affirm, this form of cooperative alliance has been the basis of nearly every great fortune. Rockefeller scaled via layered trusts, oil, ops, core, antitrust, legal, philanthropy, legacy. Each phase rotated for billions preserved. Carnegie's post-sale trusts focus investments, compounding steel fortune into foundations. Step by step. 1. Launch core, 5 members, industry focus. 2. Spawn secondary at $20 million revenue, dev council, coaches, peers. 3. Tertiary at $100 million, investors. Rotate, quarterly infusions from secondaries to core. Hill in master key to riches. Maintain perfect harmony in your mastermind group. Cross-pollinate, 20% overlap prevents silos. Permanent core endures, project trusts dissolve post-milestone. Dynastic evolution, startup 3 to 5 ops focused, scale $10 to $50 million, add growth hackers, empire $100 million plus, governance/air development. Hill's permanent alliances. Carnegie's lifelong advisors morphed from production to philanthropy, securing generational billions. Leverage models. Trusts feed each other. Industry intel informs investments. Frequency. Core monthly, secondaries bi-monthly. Compensation. Tiered across. Core gets equity. Dev gets retainers. Invest gets carries. 20% on funds. Case. Ford's evolution. Early Edison Ops Trust. Mid-Firestone scaling. Late Burbank innovation. Result. From millions to billions. Your path. Startup trust caps limits. Multiples unlock exponentials. Lifetime blueprint. 30s Ops Core, 40s Dev Plus Invest layers. 50s Legacy. Family inclusion. Hill. Men take on the nature of those with whom they associate in harmony. Absorb elite minds across vectors for perpetual ascent. Risks. Overlayering dilutes focus. Cap at 3. Harmony audits mandatory. Output. 10x decisions as trusts simulate infinite scenarios. Empire command. Deploy multiples now. Solo to dynasty in phases. Hill's secret weapon scales you eternal.